are narcissistic people never truly happy? Why are they never satisfied? When it comes to humans, they can have that eternal pursuit of contentment and fulfillment, and it's a universal aspiration shared by many people. However, when it comes to narcissistic people, they are driven by an insatiable thirst for attention and validation. They carry that belief that they are special. They have that arrogance to believe that they are always in the right, and it gives them a very strong desire to have, do, and be better than anybody else, which is an impossible task because we are all individuals and we are all good at our own individual things. Life is about comparing ourselves to who we were yesterday and becoming a better version of ourselves. With a narcissistic person, they're never satisfied because they're always comparing themselves to other people, and they feel that they need to be better than all others, to do better than all others, to have more than all others. With their sense of superiority, they view themselves as unique. With that sense of entitlement, they believe they're deserving of endless attention and admiration and recognition and adoration. This self-importance acts as an engine to fuel their desire, their relentless pursuit for self-serving satisfaction. Within their grandiosity, narcissistic people set unattainable expectations for those around them, as narcissistic people tend to be paralysed by their fear of inadequacy. They go all out to make those around them feel inadequate. They're constantly seeking that external validation to reinforce their ego. However, with time, that validation from an individual loses its potency, which what makes a narcissist go out to seek new sources of supply, to move on to new sources of supply. So no matter what you do for a narcissist, it's never going to be enough for them. They're always going to be looking for more. When it comes to narcissistic people, yes, we can all feel hard done to from time to time. We can all drop into that negative mindset. With a narcissistic person, they don't appreciate anyone or anything. They have zero gratitude for anyone or anything. Usually, because they haven't worked hard to attain something, they don't appreciate it. They've just exploited, manipulated, and believe that they're just entitled to that. And as they're just entitled to it, there's no appreciation for it. However, when you're not supplying them with the validation and attention they believe they're entitled to, they're going to accuse you of being the ungrateful one and the one that is unappreciative of them, especially to strangers who are going to offer them that sympathetic ear and validate their unrealistic viewpoints because they play the victim oh so well. Narcissistic people depend on the perceptions of those around them. They depend on that validation from those around them, which is why they lie and exaggerate and tell so many stories so that it matches the narrative they're selling themselves, and those around them validate their self-serving illusion, which is why criticism causes that narcissistic injury and leads to that narcissistic rage, and they often seek to punish anybody who isn't living up to their expectations, which is an impossible task. They have that emotional emptiness. They're almost dead on the inside. They have plenty of emotions, but they tend to feed off the negative emotions, so they need that constant supply of positive emotions from outside sources, and when this wanes, they start to suffer and they go out to look for more validation. Narcissistic people are seeking that control and that power, and whenever they feel it slipping, as it is unattainable, they seek to regain that power and control. Narcissistic people are never satisfied due to who they are as a person. There's nothing you can do. It's who they are, and as they have an inability to recognise it within themselves so that they can learn and grow and change, they're never going to be satisfied. They're going to be miserable. They're going to go around and hurt people in order to get their needs met.